in my first year, I made, I think, I heard that you can make money in life insurance.
Yeah.
I got my license in 5 days. Then I received a call from an agent from Chicago, and he told me, "Hey, this is a numbers game. This is a numbers game. The only need to have is a good number of appointments every week."
Hey everyone, Paulson here from HighLevel. I am so excited to tell you about a person and a story behind this person because when I first heard about it, I was so moved by the behind the scenes, the good, bad, and the ugly. And I'm excited to tell you that there's a gentleman named Jose Graxirena. He lost everything he had because of the hurricane back in 2017. Rebuilt a business. Entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We stand up when we get beat up and we try again. And we have a story like that here in the HighLevel family. And I'm excited to bring that story to you. Jose, thanks for saying yes to us. Orlando's beautiful.
Thank you, Paulson, for the opportunity, and welcome to Orlando.
Let's go back to Jose in Puerto Rico as a young man. That's what I understand. You grew up in Puerto Rico, right? Let's go back there. What was your childhood was like? What was your family like? Tell us the values that you were kind of instilled on. Were you always an entrepreneur? So let's start there.
Yeah, well, I came from a humble family in Puerto Rico. My father was working in the field, driving. And my mom was working in the home. No money in the house, but they gave me a very good education. That was the difference. They gave me the opportunity to go to college and have a good education. In my family, all my family, there were employees. Never had someone example of entrepreneur in my family. However, from maybe 10 years old, I love sales. I discovered that if I talk, I can make money. And then I went to college. I have a BA in marketing, and I have an MBA. I work with Bacardi company.
Yeah, Bacardi, like
yes.
the liquor Bacardi.
Yes.
What did you do there?
I was a sales director.
Wow.
Yeah, traveling the world and learning. But when you are in corporate, you never know. When they change the team, you can be fired, and I was fired in 2008.
Wow.
Okay, for me was the great opportunity, because I had a dream to have a business, and then in 2008 I started my business.
So what kind of business did you start? What was your first launch as an entrepreneur?
Sure. Yeah. For example, you have a small company that wants to make business with Walmart. Walmart is a big company. You need to contact everything. They don't understand all the process. I say, okay, perfect. I'm gonna help you because I have the contacts there, and I'm gonna charge you $1,000 per month. Okay. Then I started, and I think that maybe in the first 4 weeks I had my first 3 clients.
Wow. So what exactly were you selling for $1,000 a month? Just so I can understand.
Yeah,
to Walmart.
I was a consultant, but I was doing the role of sales manager.
So you were basically managing the partnerships for them.
Yeah,
and you were fielding sales for them. And this is Walmart at the time, right?
Yes.
So you're essentially a third-party consultant.
Third party, yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for connecting the dots.
Yeah.
So that's 2008.
2008. You say, okay, 4 weeks, 3,000. Well, it's not bad.
Wow.
But when you are running a business, you don't have the experience. Okay, I have my first clients. Okay, let me go. Let me continue with my lifestyle. Okay, let me go back to the restaurant. Boom, I spent all the money, and I lost my customers.
Wow.
Okay, it's part of the business.
Because you're invisible when you first start.
Yeah, remember when you have only three customers, it's not too much.
Well, you have Walmart as one of your customers, so
Yeah,
you're feeling it's one heck of a launch.
yeah. Then, but I was learning in that time. My wife, she resigned to her job because my son, that Adrian, that is autistic, he needed more
More
attention.
care. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I said, okay, let's do it. And she helped me in the business. The business was growing, fantastic, fantastic. But was one man show. All the customers, uh, they want my attention, but I was only one until 2017.
And this is way before high level, right?
Oh yeah. And that time, to give you an example, the way that I get my customer was cold calling and cold email. But in that time, Gmail was new, and every
Hmm.
night I sent, I don't know, 300 emails manually and getting customers, and was a good experience.
Wow.
I think that God was send me some messages. Hey, maybe in the future you will need this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was doing fantastic until 2017.
What happened in 2017?
In 2017, Puerto Rico, the island was destroyed with a hurricane
Hurricane Maria.
Maria. Yeah,
Wow. So you I assume you lost everything you had, home,
home. we
family.
we lost two houses, cars. I lost 85% of my customers in 24 hours.
Wow.
We had no power, no water, no cell phone, no internet, nothing. Then in that time,
Was this summertime in 2017?
September,
September. So it's
September.
about to be cold.
No, Puerto Rico is summer
Oh,
all the
gotcha. It
time.
just
Yes,
stays
yeah, yeah.
pretty
This is
solid.
worst.
Okay. Okay.
Hot.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
Yeah. And in that time, I was with no power, no water, no cell phone, no internet. I was spending $1,000 per week only to survive in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
We had the power plant, the food, everything, and I was thinking, well, maybe in a couple of weeks, uh, this will be as usual. No, then I received a call from my uncle that he lives here, and he told me, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" Well, I'm gonna wait. Wait for what? This is gonna take 1 year, and he was right. Puerto Rico was almost 1 year with no power.
Yeah. So you had a family member here in
Yeah, in
Orlando
Orlando.
reaching out to you, say, "Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Why are you waiting?
while you're waiting,
Maybe make a move now."
make a move now.
Wow.
Okay. Then I decide to move my family and move everything to here. Well, we lost everything, and I moved first, and say, well, what am I gonna do? I don't want to be an employee because Florida is very expensive, and if in my case, my doesn't matter that I had experience and I have an MBA and everything. When you move a new country, you're new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You start fresh. And I have, similar background as well, immigrant family that came with nothing and you
mm,
start from scratch.
you understand?
And so yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and then I remember say, well, I want to start my own business, but I had a friend that was working in in um in a company. I don't want to say the name, the
Sure.
brand, but hey, I have a friend in Orlando that can help you, and I can talk to him. Well, I'm very interested, but let me go there. I went to the interview, and they offered me director of blah 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 blah, $50,000. But you know, also on $50,000 W-2, you will have 50% taxes, $25,000, and you are paying $2,000 in rent. It's not too much. That was not an option. Then I say, okay, let me find LinkedIn. Okay, they say insurance industry. Well, I heard that insurance people make,
Traditional insurance.
yeah,
Gotcha.
life insurance.
Life insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
I heard that you can make money in life insurance.
Yeah.
Well, when you lose everything, you have nothing to lose. Then I got my license in 5 days.
Wow.
In 5, wow, I was desperate. Family. Well, then I bought a car of in $2,000, all Honda Civic, because here in Orlando, if you don't have a car, it's
You-
very difficult.
yeah.
It's not New York.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't take the subway and run around.
There's no subway, nothing.
Got it.
Then I started in the business, insurance business, new but hungry,
Yeah.
hungry. And in my first year, I made I think 100,000, 125 new, and I said, okay, perfect. This is a good opportunity.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of my journey here
Yeah.
8 years ago
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
in
and from
Orlando.
what I understand from the notes that our team shared with me, you did really well. There was like a $8 million thrown at it, and I was like, "Wait, I'm gonna ask him on the podcast how well he did,
Yeah.
and what was how long did you have that agency?"
Okay,
And
I will tell you now.
yeah, yeah,
Well, when I started in the industry, insurance industry, the first day, someone told me, "Hey, Jose, be careful because of every 10 agents, 9 failed." What? Okay, well, nothing to lose. Let me do my job. Then I was working and doing the old way, you know, door knocking, call calling. I had no friends here, nothing. I was doing no bad until I received a call from an agent from Chicago, and he told me this about leads. I never heard that
yeah.
leads. What is that? A lead is when when someone send the name, the phone number, the email, and it's waiting for your call. Really? And how
And you're
many?
used to the old Gmail way,
Yeah, or
right?
Gmail, but never heard about the leads. And he told me you will have the name, the phone number, the email, and you can call them. They're expecting for your call. Really? How many of that I can have? Whatever you want.
Wow. What year is this?
That was in 2018.
Okay, so about a year after you
A
started,
year after.
second year, you're
Yeah.
coming across this guy
Yeah.
from Chicago.
And
He's telling you about leads.
and he explained me about that. I said, okay, sounds good, sounds good. And that friend that is in Chicago, because he's my friend, Ivan Bedrov. He's from Russia, and he was making 10,000 per week. When he told me that, for me was, yeah, this is a scam, impossible. Impossible. Then because my friends they're not making that kind of money. But he showed me about the leads, and he told me, "Hey, this is a numbers game. This is a numbers game. The only need to have is a good number of appointments every week." And I say, "Well, I need to learn about this, and I'm gonna do a leap of faith." And because he told me, "You need to buy leads." And how much is this? Well, maybe 500, 1,000 per week. Per week? I never invested in
Yeah.
on leads. And then I started investing in leads, and that was the big difference.
So when you say leads, is this like an agency that you're investing into,
No,
or are these like how are they getting the leads? Like what are the
sure, yeah.
sources? Yeah,
I was working with mortgage protection leads. You
gotcha.
know that in 2018, the 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 interest of the mortgage was only 2%,
Mm,
and here in Florida was a lot of sales of houses.
gotcha.
Okay, and when Ivan told me, "Hey, you're gonna call this company that is in Texas," they told me, "Well, you can lock the counties. Okay, you can lock all the central Florida." Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. I was thinking, Paulson, that was well maybe $500, but he told me no, $20,000 to lock the county. Well, I took the risk.
Wow.
I sent the $20,000 and I locked the counties. That means that I was receiving direct mail. That was at least on paper, but I locked all the Central Florida from Tampa to Daytona.
So when you say lock, what you mean by that is have exclusive
Yeah,
rights to the leads that are available in
yeah,
those
in
areas.
those
So
areas.
they're not able to sell those leads
Yeah,
to another person.
yeah, I locked.
Wow.
Yeah, was a big risk. Was a big risk, but was a bit the big difference. In that year, I made $300,000
Wow.
in
And
commissions
essentially what you're doing is and it was 20,000 one time?
one time.
Wow.
But I was investing. I was investing $1,000, $2,000 per week.
Wow.
In 1 week, I sold maybe 15,000,
Yeah.
$2,000 in on leads, another 2,000 on chargebacks. Net set you have an advance of 75. It's about $10,000
Got it. So
per
help
week.
me understand the operations of that. Did you have team members? Are you running solo?
In
What is the logistics of
Okay,
it? Yeah.
good question, because in that time I was only focusing my personal production. Okay, when you are focusing your personal production, um, if you go to sell, there's no money. That means that every day I was in zero. Okay, and I was working 80 hours per week. And when you have a family, it's very difficult. And one of the things that I have to share with you, very personal, is that when I moved my family here in Puerto Rico, we had a big house close to the beach. Uh, we had everything. And here we moved to start from scratch. We moved to a small apartment, no friends. And my wife and my kids, they were alone all the day. And I was alone. That means that the first year, the first 2 years was very difficult for everybody, because you can have a lot of success in the business, but if your family is not happy, it's not easy. It's not easy. And the first 2 years was very difficult because half of my head was thinking about the business, and the other half thinking with my
Yeah.
family, and it
Yeah.
was a challenge.
Yeah. And that's a very normal thing for entrepreneurs, especially in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
Because you're in the trenches building the business, and even when you're at dinner, your mind is on the business. You can't turn it off,
yeah, yeah.
right? That's just you. When you sleep at night, you wake up with dreams about random things in the business, right? Um, how did you battle that? Like, when did you realize, okay, I've got a problem. I'm not home,
Hmm.
even though I'm home.
Yeah, you know that one day I was so focused on my business, because I was thinking only money, 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 money to survive here. And one night, my son and my
The
wife,
autistic son or the other one?
the other one,
Okay.
Miguel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Miguel.
Miguel. They told me, "Hey, why you don't find a real job, a real job? Well, job where you can have a salary, when we can have a health insurance and we can be together." And say, okay, Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yes,
My
yes,
family has no idea what I'm doing.
yes, yes. My family, they were suffering in that apartment. My family was suffering. Okay, you can have a lot of money,
Yeah.
but if you don't have time to share with your family, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Okay, and in my head, because when I was working in the field, 80, 100 hours, the sad part is I was 50% driving alone. Say, come on, something is not working here. Okay, I have to find something. Then I call a friend of mine in Tennessee. He was doing very good on Zoom. And he explained me. He would say, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and it's a transition. Then I learned to sell on Zoom.
Wow.
And that was my transition to be in the field to on Zoom.
And would you consider yourself a technology person? Do you like, is it easy for you to build stuff on Zoom and online webinars and
Uh,
stuff like that? Or was it just like, I'm just going to learn as I go?
yeah, learn as I go. Yeah,
Wow.
YouTube.
Wow. YouTube doesn't fail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not an expert. Yeah,
But you're a doer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think that the best the best resource to learn is YouTube. I learn everything. I discover go high level on YouTube.
That's right. You talked about that. Actually, matter of fact, let's maybe segue into that. So 2020, you did 400K. Now you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna do this automated on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
So help us understand all the way until 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I did my transition, but I was investing on leads. But what happened? That the interest rate of the mortgages increased from 2% to 7%. That means that the lead flow, I was investing $2,000 per week on leads, but the last week that I invested 2,000, I received only one lead
Wow.
because it was direct mail. Okay, and we have to be realistic. Direct mail are people that have to receive a letter, write a letter, put the letter in the envelope, go to the mailbox. The young people, they use cell phones. Okay, say, well, I need to learn about the leads on Facebook and everything. And that was the point that I started learning about Facebook leads, start investing on leads and everything, and say, okay, perfect.
Lead generated online.
Yeah, let me learn about this because I think that I can have the volume. Well, in that time, I was not an expert on Facebook leads. I was investing on a company of leads. I was investing $3,000 per week. The problem was, Paulson, that in that time I was selling insurance of finance expense leads. It's for seniors, but the problem is that when I was selling the on mortgage protection, my premium were about 300, 400, 500. My commission was 5,000.
Mm.
When I switched to finance expense, the premiums are $60.
And you switched because of market conditions,
Yeah,
because of pandemic and COVID
pandemic and mortgage increase.
gotcha.
Yeah, trying to continue the business.
Got it.
Okay, and I say, okay, I have some red flags here, but let me
Yeah.
continue.
So did your revenue go down after 2021 or 2022? Like what happened there?
Yeah, in the 2021, I was doing about 300, but I was working more
Mm,
because the commission,
it's a
the
lot
premium
less.
was less,
Yeah.
and I was investing, and my profit went down
Got it. And you're solopreneuring at
in
this
that
point. You're
in that
still
time.
doing all the manual work.
Manual
You don't
work,
have a team behind you.
yeah. In that time, then in 2020, I started my own YouTube channel to start teaching people my strategy,
Wow.
mainly.
What made you want to do that? What made you say in your spirit, I need to start a YouTube channel?
Well, because I discovered in the company that I was working that this is something that um, was very sad, is that of 20,000 agents, only one Hispanic agent was Hall of Fame. That was me.
Wow.
And I say, okay, something I can do something for the Hispanic
For the
agents.
Hispanic community, you
Yeah.
were finding out that they didn't have a lot of resources.
Yes, yes. I say, okay, what if I started my own YouTube channel teaching to them my strategy?
Wow.
Okay. Then I started my own channel. Then I started to receive calls. Hey, I want to be in your team. I want to be in your team. I want that you teach me. Then I built my agency
Wow.
with YouTube.
And this is what year?
It's 2021,
Okay.
21
Okay.
until 20.
And I assume you did all your training and the vlogging and everything in Spanish.
In Spanish. Yeah, yeah. I was the only person in that
Yeah.
company.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I learned the power of YouTube, because when you are in YouTube, you have a salesman 24/7 selling for you.
This is true.
Yeah, yeah. And I started to invest. Okay, let me find this a better computer, a better studio, lights, everything, and I saw the potential.
And what are you teaching? You're talking about your journey or your tactics
My
or like
tactics,
your
the
strategies?
strategy. Okay,
Wow.
my strategy. Remember that I came from corporate. Okay, I see everything in numbers, and I saw that most of the people in that industry, they're so focused in sell, 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 sell. Oh no, you are running a business. You need to do a P&L. You need to understand your profit. You need to understand your strategies to invest and everything. And I started explaining to them, okay, this is my tactic. Okay, this is the way that I close a sale. This is the way that don't say this, don't say that. Let me give you an example. And at the same time, I started to show them, okay, perfect. This week I made this, and that was in that way, that way, that way, that way. Okay.
Wow.
And in YouTube, then I started discovering other opportunities, because from other countries, from Central America, South America, from Spain, I started receiving call. Hey, can you teach me about this? Can you teach me about that? Can you teach me? But in my head, say, how I can do that? I need some automation or something.
Can I ask you a question? I think it's important that we talk about it. The American dream, right? What you described is the drive of an immigrant, right? Your friend in Chicago, Ivan,
Hmm.
he has that drive of an immigrant. I myself, my family's from India.
Hmm.
I've witnessed the same thing. What is it about the immigrants? What
Well,
is it that makes us want to go, I've got nothing to lose. I'm fearless.
yeah. In my case, when you lose everything, you lose fear. I can lose everything today. I can start tomorrow. And if you ask me 20 years ago, when I was a W 2 employee, and you tell me, hey, you're going to lose everything tomorrow, well, what's the end? But here now, today, if you tell me, hey, you're going to lose everything the next Friday, I'm going to start on Monday, another business. Yeah, I'm going to sell something. And today is easier. When I started my business in 2008, there's no Facebook, there's no Instagram, there's nothing. But now we have all these tools,
Yeah.
with all this technology. You can build a business with a cell
So,
phone.
yeah, absolutely. So let's go to 2024. How in the world did you hear about HighLevel? At this point, you have a YouTube channel. You have your own. You're getting inquiries about people wanting to be
Yeah.
mentored by
Mhm.
you. That's kind of where you are, from what I understand.
Yeah. In that time, I met this person that he was selling leads, and I started. And when I started investing on leads, the company, the vendor, sent me the leads on a Google sheet. Okay, it's a file. There are the 20 leads. But this person, he told me, okay, I'm gonna give you access to this platform where you're gonna get the leads, and you have a pipeline and everything. So, oh wow,
So
that's
he
good.
put it into a CRM for you.
CRM, yeah. But I told him, hey, I need this, I need that, I need this. That was the time that I discovered that platform was Go HighLevel.
Wow.
I said, okay, this is Go HighLevel, but I need the automation that with this information, this is not working. And he told me, no, I can change that. Oh, I can change that. I can change that. Okay. And that was the point that I discovered Go HighLevel. This is the truth. I started with the free trial. Okay. The free trial.
14-day free trial.
14 days free trial. But I was focused in other things. Okay, I lose my 14 days, and then in that time I read an article, I don't know, on internet, of a guy that went to Puerto Rico after the Hurricane Maria and designed this platform to hire people to for the recovery of Puerto Rico, and he was using Go HighLevel.
Wow. Well, that's a different function
Yeah.
than the leads.
Yeah. No, but I say, okay, you can do different things with Go HighLevel, not only leads. Okay. Then I decide, okay, perfect. Let me put time and structure to this. Let me go all in. And I started with the platform, the 497.
So this is the second time.
The second time. Yeah.
So you canceled and you came back.
Yeah, came back, but all in.
And this time you went on to the 497 plan.
Yeah, 497. Yeah. Because I want to have everything. Okay. And I started studying, learning about the platform, putting time, because it's very important, Paulson, that if you want to have results with anything, you have to put time and effort on that. And I saw a lot of opportunities with Go HighLevel on that. And say, okay, perfect. What if I learn to this platform and I start to sell leads to the agents? Okay. And I decide to um, optimize Go HighLevel. I add OpEx to start selling leads on that. A huge success. Then I'm a fan of the podcast of Go HighLevel.
The spotlight sessions.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
because
virtual ones we do.
yeah. And you know that most of the people don't put time on the podcast but you can learn a lot from other entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's one of my favorite initiatives.
yeah, because I love to learn from
Yeah.
other, and every day I listen a podcast, and in one of the podcasts was entrepreneur um, that he was talking about the webinars.
The all star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, about the webinars, and you can have a webinar per one per week, and you will have four opportunities in a month, and more opportunities in a year. I say, okay, what if I have
Webinar.
daily webinar at 6 p.m. Okay, and that was the beginning of my journey
Wow.
with the webinars. I designed a service to allow anyone from any country to have the opportunity with Go High Level.
Wow.
Okay,
Now, how are you doing financially in 2024?
in 2024, I was doing 250.
Got it. And you're well, at this point, you're in this process of starting with high level and you're
Hmm.
getting ready to white label high
Yeah,
level, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the point of my transition, that I
Gotcha.
decide, okay, perfect. I'm gonna focus 100%
Yeah.
to go high level,
Yeah.
to put all my energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a reduction in my income, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I
and
think what your motivating factor is your family,
yes,
right? You're tired of running around and selling your hours. You're like, I've got to build an online business.
an online business, and in 2024, I took the decision. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna focus 100% that, and I saw an amazing opportunity of teach people how to uh, make business with Google Maps. Okay, okay,
Why Google Maps? Why is that? What was that something you always had to do with your insurance business?
yeah, because when you are in insurance business, there's a big problem. That mean and is that not all the agents have the money to invest $1,000 per week to get leads. I say, okay, perfect. I need to find a source of opportunities that are free, and people can have more prospects or leads. Okay, all
Especially the beginners,
the
right? They're
beginners,
starting out. They don't have, 4,000 a month.
they don't have.
Yeah.
And I say, okay, perfect. What if I teach people to use Go High Level? Okay, okay, perfect. If you can design, for example, websites, okay, perfect. Hey, John or Tom or whatever, if you go to Google Maps, find 100 businesses with no website, call them and offer a website, and you can charge them 97, 197. And teach I teach people to build a business, because sometimes maybe for you, for me, is 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 normal. Call someone, hey, I know that you don't have a website, blah 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 blah. But when you are new, you need direction.
Right.
You need direction, and Go High Level gave me that opportunity.
Mm.
Okay, when I have my webinar, I have the opportunity to. It's live. I don't.
So it's not pre-recorded, it's
No,
fully live.
live every day, Monday to Friday. And you know that is a big difference, because when you have a live webinar, you can have a communication. Okay, they can ask you questions. Okay, when you have a recording, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And they told me, hey, Jose, thank you, because I was thinking there was an avatar or whatever, but thank you because you are real. And that was the big opportunity that I saw with Go High Level.
Wow.
on that.
Wow. So why do local businesses struggle with the Google Maps in general? Why did you like did you launch Google Maps for agents at all, or what was the connection there?
Yeah. Most of the when we're talking about insurance business, most of the agents are focused in the B2C. They want to sell to families. But it's very difficult to get leads, to get prospects. But when you learn to sell to business B2B, it's easier. You have thousands of opportunities, but you need direction because
Sure.
the conversation is different. The
Right.
script
The
is
sales process is
the
different.
sales process is different.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say, okay, I see an opportunity here.
So how is the whole business going now, the new business? Help us understand how you got your first customers. Is it through the webinars? You
Webinar.
launched with the webinars out the gate.
Yeah, from the webinar.
How do people show up?
Okay, good question. Through my YouTube channel. Okay.
So you just started creating content
Creating content.
everywhere.
Yeah. I created content with value, and in the minute number in the 4 or 5, I insert an invitation to the webinar. Okay, you see the opportunity here. If you want
Wow.
to learn more, I invite you to my webinar. It's free, it's live. You can ask me, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And every day. And I record the video every day.
Yeah.
Okay. And not only the video on YouTube, you need volume. That means that I'm using the shorts. Okay. I'm using the software Opus to have from one video of 30 minutes, I can have 75 short videos.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So you're just doing the content flywheel
Yeah.
across the board,
Across the
essentially,
board.
which is a industry term for those of you that are watching. I would recommend looking that up. So how is the business doing financially, the new business? I know you have awards and things like that. You guys have over 100 plus,
That's right.
people paying you at a monthly level. Help walk us through the new business structure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm selling a basic uh, webinar kit is $107, and I'm gonna explain you why it's 107 and
Okay.
it's not 97.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, Paulson, that when I started in Go High Level, I was all in. You know, and I was using that in that time a Stripe. Okay, and I was selling a lot,
Yeah.
but Stripe was new for me. But when I started my webinars, I was having sales from United States, from Mexico, from South America, from Spain, and then
Uh-oh.
that was a red flag
Uh-oh.
for Stripe. Yes.
As agency owners, we all been there where Stripe or Facebook or whoever, based on their policies, they slow you down.
They slow me down. Yeah, and I receive an email from them. Okay, perfect. We have this transaction, this transaction, this transaction. Okay, I need all the information of the customer and everything. I submitted all the information. I continue selling. I was selling great. Okay, and one day, and they was charging me about 3 or 5%. I don't remember something. Well, 97, 5%. I can manage that.
How many customers are you at now?
About 140, 45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I offered them.
So you're a gold SaaSPRENEUR Award winner then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My first year.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy with that. And
Yeah.
when I received the information, wow, I was surprised.
So walk me through your family with this new business structure. How
Sure.
has this changed your relationships with
Oh,
your family, your wife, Miguel, Adrian? Like,
yeah.
what does that feel like?
Wow, a big difference. Let me give you the new reality. Before, I was working 80 hours. I was working from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. I never was in my hand. Now, in the morning, I wake up at 7, go to the gym with my son Adrian, came back, have breakfast with my wife, with my son. I start at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is to verify and record a video before 12. After 1 p.m., I have all my meetings with the customers, prospects, everything. And 6 p.m., I have my webinar. 7 to 8 p.m., I'm working with the new customers. And also, I have a meeting. I have two employees. I have a VA in Colombia, and I have a VA in the Philippines. And we have a meeting on that because my VAs, they help me with the onboard.
Yeah.
Uh,
And when you say VAs, they're really just remote
yeah,
employees essentially.
yeah.
What are their roles? Like, when did you decide to hire them? What went to your mind on, okay, it's time to delegate?
Yes. One of the things that I learned from corporate is that you need time to think the next step. And at the beginning, I was doing everything. I was recording the webinar, selling, onboarding, everything. Later, later, I learned that with a snapshot and a setup on Go High Level, they receive everything
Yeah.
in one step. But on that time, I decide to delegate the onboarding. Every time that I have a new customer, one of my BA call the new customer the next day and explain the process, the customer support. The customer support is very important. If you want I call that persistency, to keep the customers in your books. You need the customer support. Your customer, they need to know that you have a structure. If they have a question, everything, they have someone that they can call. And I think that maybe in the third month, I decide to invest on that.
How long did it take you to get to the 100 customer mark?
About 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah,
And you're not running any advertising.
never, nothing.
You're just doing organic
Organic,
marketing.
YouTube content. Now for the next year, I'm gonna start with the cold email
Yeah.
strategy.
Yeah. I love it. So what part of AI are you excited about? Because I know that's something we didn't talk about. I
Hmm.
know, from the notes that I have, it seems like that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, yes. I'm very surprised with all the benefits that Go High Level is giving to us with the agent AI. This is something that is
Yeah, can
amazing.
you speak on that for the folks that never heard of it? I know we have AI Agent Studio and AI Employee and all kinds of
Hmm.
things, but for the simple person that's just on the outside that doesn't know anything,
Okay, perfect.
can you explain what it is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Um, the way that I see the business also is this. I see a lot of opportunities with the medium and small businesses. When you are a small business, you don't have a team. You don't have an admin. You don't have
You barely have P&Ls.
yeah, P&Ls. Yeah, yes. But now with Go High Level, you can create an employee that sounds like a human. You can train the employee to answer your phone calls, to book appointments, everything. It's something that is amazing.
Yeah, we even see people fielding sales with it.
Yeah,
They even field billing and transactions and even customer support. And yeah, I mean, it's incredible.
it's incredible. If you told me, hey, Agent AI 1 year ago, well, sounds like a robot, but now sounds like a human.
Yeah.
English, Spanish, doesn't matter, and it's very easy to set up and think this, and that's in. I have a training every Thursday live with my customers every Thursday 10:30 p.m. 10:30 a.m. and I explain to them, hey guys, you have the opportunity to sell an employee that cost $2,000 for only $500. An employee that works 24/7, okay, and takes all the opportunities on that.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to do is have the discipline to contact at least 20 small medium businesses every day. It's amazing.
My last question I have for you is, what advice would you give to someone who's wanting recurring revenue? Why is recurring revenue important versus one time? You've went down the route of changing your business model
Mm,
to recurring revenue, the
yeah,
subscriptions.
yeah. That's the best business model. And let me explain you why. Before, in the other industry, I was doing a lot of money. That's a reality. But every day I was in zero. Every day. Okay? That means that the last week I can have this week $20,000. Maybe then the next week zero. Okay?
It's feast and famine.
Yeah. And it's not easy. Plus you have the chargebacks. When you are working with this kind of business of kind of business where you have advance, okay, it's not a commission, it's a loan, okay, and you have the risk every day. But when you have a recruiting revenue, the only thing you have to focus is to build your book of business. Build your book of business. 20 customers, 50 customers, 100 customers. And the good part is that with Go High Level, you don't have limits. You can charge whatever you want. And that's a beautiful part of
Yeah.
this. And in my case, and that's something that um is 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 a strategy, okay? This year, my first year, I'm gonna end this year with $150,000
Recurring.
recruiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make 10,000. Other months I make 15,000, 16,000. But the beautiful is that in my case, I'm doing my webinars every day. It's free. It's live. I'm getting customers almost every day. And my area is not only Orlando, because remember, I was driving before. Yeah, how far I can drive. But now my market is the planet. Okay, imagine I have customers in England, I have customers in France, I have customers in Argentina. It's something that is amazing. My family, my family was surprised. I say, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing my webinar on that. Okay, okay, perfect.
It's like, Dad, you got to get a real job still.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other part that you asked me that I want to mention that is that with Go High Level, you have the freedom to work from any part of the world. Okay. In our case, and I'm gonna share with you this because this is something that, be honest, I live in the United States Okay, but I'm from the Caribbean. I love to have the beach close to here, and the business, this business, and that was part of the strategy, is that we invested in a property in Dominican Republic, and our plan is go there at the next year and continue working as usual.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can work from anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
Everything's online,
everything's
and you're
online.
not you're not having to go into an office
Yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
water the plants.
Yeah, and that wasn't my limitation before. Okay, I had an office. I have only this area. I have to drive. I have to be here. Sometimes my family was on vacation in Puerto Rico, but I was working here because I have my customer, and I was in zero every day.
Yeah.
When you have a business model like Go High Level, you can go to you can go to Hawaii, continue working as usual, and make money.
Yeah. I love it. So, Jose, as we kind of close out our session today, I want you to speak to the folks that are brand new and starting out. I can already put myself in some of their shoes, and maybe some of them will say, you know what, Jose had sales skills.
Mhm.
Maybe, Jose, you had a YouTube channel somehow that just appeared.
Mhm.
You had these skills, you made money with your previous insurance business. Like I can imagine all these limiting beliefs and
Beliefs.
excuses that maybe a brand new entrepreneur that's listening to this could be saying.
Mhm.
Can you speak to those people? Can you tell them, one, as an immigrant, what is it that drives you fearlessly? Two, what is it about HighLevel that you just went all in on? It's more than just the technology.
Mhm.
Maybe it's the people behind it. Maybe it's the community behind it. Like, speak to both of those things.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to start a new business, Go High Level is the best opportunity because you don't have to invest a lot of capital. You have a great support, and it's something that you can run from any part of the world. Always at the beginning, you will have fear. It's something that happened to me. But believe in your dream. If you have a dream and you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to offer uh, a better quality of life to your family, this is the best opportunity. You can start. You don't need to be perfect day one. You don't need experience. You don't need to have a YouTube channel. The only thing that you need is have the ability to take action in the process and be all in. One of the things that I learned in this journey is that if you have the mindset to be all in, you will have success. The situation with people that doesn't have any success is that they always have a plan B. Okay, if I fail in this, I will have my plan B. But with all the resources of Go High Level, the only thing that you need to do is take advantage of the community. For example, I see every day a Facebook group of High Level, and I read every post, and I learn a lot. Okay, but if you want to start in 2026 your business, take action. Don't be afraid, and use all the resources of the Go High Level.
I love it. Jose, you know, it was our honor to come and spend time with you and hear about your story. When I first learned about it, how you lost everything from the hurricane, and you brought your family over, and now I feel like I'm part of the family.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For the
And and you shared a lot about everything you're doing, and I know you have big plans in the future. And we're grateful that you were also so transparent and open to send in all the financials
Hmm.
and all the numbers because, that's not easy to do. So we're grateful that you did that.
Thank
It
you.
gives us a better visual and idea of how the business is going. So from the bottom of my heart, as well as from the High Level family, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paulson, and thank you all the people Go High Level. When I shared this opportunity with my family um, was impressed. Hey, really? I say, well, we are grateful. We are blessed that have this opportunity of Go High Level. And believe me, Paulson, you are doing with your team and the people of Go High Level a big difference in the life of a lot of people. Thank you for that.
Awesome. For those of you that were just watching this case study, as part of this, we will make a one-page financial report available to you so you can go through the numbers yourself. And we have, I believe, a 10 or 12 slide presentations about the challenges that Jose went through, as well as this video cast that's available to you in an article. Hopefully, this inspired you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next case study. Bye for now.